Hi, I'm Appia Yana, and welcome to your Rise and Shine yoga practice. Today's yoga practice is a yoga flow for beginners. So depending on if you've ever taken yoga before, if you're new to the practice, this is a really good flow to just get in your body, get some energy going. And if you're an expert, I just would ask you to join with a little bit of a beginner's mind, a little newness. So we'll start at the beginning of the top of the mat, and we will stand in Tadasana with the feet hip-width distance apart, palms facing forward. Inhale, the arms above the head. And exhale, bending at the hips, hinging forward. Bend the knees here. Inhale, slide the hands up the thighs to flat back, and then exhale, cascading forward. Inhale, coming all the way back up. Exhale, hinging at the hips, arms swing out to the side. Bring the palms onto the floor and then step the feet all the way back into a plank to start up. You're gonna fire up the abs, fire up the belly. You place the knees on the floor. This is a lot for you first thing, but if not, just knees off the floor, one strong line all through the body. Belly button back towards spine. Inhaling in through the nose. Exhale, left hand to right shoulder. Inhale through the nose, drop the left hand, right hand, left shoulder. Inhale. And on the next exhale, press back to downward dog. Your first downward dog of the day. So bending the right knee, bend the left knee, just walk out your dog here. Hips high. Weight in the hands, equal weight in the hands and feet. When you're feeling stable, allowing the heels to push back into the ground, towards the ground perhaps. Maybe they might not touch the ground. And pressing into the hands, allowing the head to be in line with the ears. And the ears to be aligned with the shoulders. And when you're ready, bending the knees, walking the hands back to meet the feet. And rolling all the way up, one vertebra at a time, until you draw the hands up above the head. Exhale. Dropping the hands down. This time we're going to walk the hands back forward again to downward dog. Drawing the right leg up into the air. And then drawing the right knee forward. Coming back into a high lunge position. So bringing the hands up into the air, the right knee is bent. Exhale, hands to the ground. Left leg comes up to meet the right, bending here, hinging at the hips, and way back up to standing. Hands back to heart. On the exhale, inhale the arms up, following the thumbs with the gaze. Exhale, hinging at the hips. And this time, draw the right foot back. Into high lunge, left knee is bent at a 90-degree angle. Inhale, lift the arms up above the head. Exhale, the hands down to the ground. Drawing the right foot up to meet the left. Exhale, hinging at the hip and coming all the way up to standing. Exhale, the hands back to heart center. Inhale, the hands up. Exhale, hinge forward. So we're just getting this breath flowing with the movement. Inhale up to flat back here. And then exhale back to downward dog. Both legs come back. Into a nice high downward dog. Pressing into the hands, pressing into the feet. 3 breaths here, inhaling in through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Shake the head back and forth, yes. Please, no thank you. Release the head, neck, shoulders. Inhale through the nose. Perhaps exhale, fluttering out the lips. Releasing any tension in the face, neck, jaw. And one more inhale in through the nose. On the exhale, come down onto your knees, and we're going to come into a cat-cow, placing the hands underneath the shoulders. Belly button presses up towards the spine. As you exhale, the top of the feet onto the ground. And arch the belly high up towards the ceiling, looking back towards the belly button. Inhale, head comes down, chin towards, head comes up, tailbone up towards the sky, belly button down towards the floor. And take a few more breaths in your cat-cow. So pressing into the hands, high holly cat, tailbone tucked under, and then inhale, one vertebra, head and tailbone come up. Inhale the head, tucks, tailbone tucks, and exhale. Head up, tailbone up, belly button towards the floor. Tucking the toes under and coming back to downward dog. Inhale the right leg up into the sky. And on the exhale, draw the knee in towards the nose and bring it all the way through. This time, left heel comes onto the ground, and inhale, coming up into warrior one. Both hips shining forward towards the front of your mat. On the exhale, open up the hands to warrior two. Inhale, straightening the front right leg. And on the exhale, hinging at the hips, leaning forward as if someone's pulling your hand, and then dropping the right hand down towards the floor. Left hand comes up towards the sky. Leaning back here in Trikonasana. And on the inhale, lifting the left hand back up towards the sky. Bend that right knee. And then coming back into humble warrior. Right hand comes up into the sky. Left hand can reach back behind the back if available for you. Windmilling both hands down to frame the front right foot. Right foot comes back to meet the left in plank position. Inhale, 3 breaths here in through the nose. Exhale, breathe into the backside of the heart. Press into the hands, press, press, press. Inhale, nice and tall breath. Full breath, exhale out the nose. One more breath, inhaling into the nose. And on the exhale, releasing. Knees down to the ground, chest down to the ground, pressing, bending the elbows. And last, the tailbone presses the front of the pelvis onto the ground. And we'll lift up into a gentle cobra position here. So feet together, heels together, lifting the hands up off of the floor. And then exhale, dropping the head down. Dropping the hands back to the floor. One more time. Inhale, lifting the head up, hands come back off of the floor a few inches, elbows squeezing the side of the body. Inhale, squeeze the feet together, and on the exhale, the head comes back down. And one more time. Inhale, hands up off of the floor, head off of the floor, squeezing the elbows back toward the back body, and exhale. Everything comes back down. Tucking the feet under, pressing back up into plank in one line. Hips come back, pushing to downward dog. One breath here. In through the nose, out through the nose. And this time, the left leg reaches up into the air. Drawing the left knee in towards the nose. Left foot comes between the hands, right heel, 45-degree angle, and coming up into warrior one. Arms raised up towards the sky. Exhale, open up to warrior two, both palms facing towards the ground. Inhale, straighten the left leg. Exhale, hinging at the hips, allowing the hands to move forward as if someone's drawing, hinging at the hips, and left hand comes down towards the ground. Weight in that back right heel, looking up towards the right hand into Trikonasana pose or triangle pose. On the exhale, Imagine someone's drawing the right hand back up into the air. Both arms come parallel to the ground. Bending the left knee. We'll come into humble warrior. Left hand up into the air. Right hand behind the back. Reaching up. As we sink into that left front knee, bending, and then grounding into the right back heel. Exhale, windmilling the hands down around the front foot. Left foot comes back to meet the right. High in plank position here. Inhale in through the nose. Exhale, belly button back towards the spine. Breathe into the back of the heart. Inhale, nice deep breath. If you're beginning to shake, that's fantastic. If you need to move to your knees, that's okay. And one more deep breath like this. Inhale, belly button to spine. And exhale, pressing the heels back, hips high into the sky to downward dog. Shake out the head, neck here. Shake out the jaw. Beautiful. Fantastic. One more deep breath here. And on the exhale, dropping the knees to the ground, dropping the chest to the ground, the chin to the ground, and then inchworm, pressing all of the front body onto the floor. Both heels come together behind you. Rotate the shoulders up and down and back. And then inhale, keep your hands underneath the shoulders this time, pressing up, squeezing the side body with the elbows into a slight cobra position here. Exhale the head back down to the ground. This time you can either try it with the hands up or off of the ground, but I encourage you either way to squeeze the side body as you exhale with the elbows. Head comes off the ground, chin off of the ground. Inhale, breathe into the front of the neck, front of the chest, squeezing the elbows back towards the sides of the hips. And exhale, head back down towards the ground. Squeeze the heels together, one long line between firing up the glutes, firing up the lower back, elbows squeeze in, draw the shoulders up, down, and back, chin parallel to the floor. Inhale, and then exhale, dropping the head back down. Tuck the toes under, and come up to that tabletop position as we had before. Inhale the right arm out in front of you, and exhale the left leg out behind you. Right hand moves out to the right side at a 45-degree angle, left leg out to the left side, 45-degree angle at a diagonal. And then draw the leg and the arm back to the line. Open up the hand as far as you can out to the right side, leg as far as you can to the left side, diagonal. Press into that left hand and inhale back to center. And one more time, really press in through, making sure that left hand is underneath the left shoulder, and then open up to the diagonal. Inhale and exhale, hands back to center. Drop the right hand down, left knee comes down. Inhale to cow position, belly button comes down. Exhale, tucking the tailbone, belly button comes back towards spine, breathing into the back of the heart as you press into the hands into cat position. And one more time, inhale, cat and cow at your own speed. You can do it fast or you can do it slow. And on the next exhalation, spine comes back to neutral. Make sure that right hand is maybe towards the center line of the body, underneath that right shoulder. Lifting the left hand up into the air as if you're shaking someone's hand. Right hand comes back, one long line, just the same way as in plank, and then opening up to 45-degree angle. Diagonal, left hand moves to the left, right leg moves to the right. And then bring the hand and leg back to center. Open up to diagonal. As far as you can kick out to the side, as far as the arm can move to the side, back to the center on the inhale. On the exhale, opening up to diagonal, bringing the leg and the arm back to neutral, and then exhale, drop the left hand, drop the right knee. And you can come back to child's pose if you need to take a little break, or move back through that cat-cow position. Inhale, and exhale. Inhaling, head up towards the sky, tailbone up towards the sky. Exhale. Into cat position. And one more time, inhale. And if you're in child's pose, coming up to meet us in tabletop position. And then we'll walk the legs all the way through, opening up the feet out towards wide front leg, forward fold, wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, nice and tall through the body. You can draw the left leg in towards the midline of the body. Left leg might even press in towards the thigh. It doesn't matter how wide the legs are. Inhale, and then exhale, bending over that right leg. Getting some relief in the lower back here. You can grab a hold of the bottom of the right foot. Squeezing the elbows into the calf. Elongating the spine. And then coming out of the lower back. Extending out of the lower back. Head moves down towards the knee. Deep exhalation, full, complete inhalation. Allowing the breath to be louder than the sound of the thought. So one more deep inhalation in. On the exhalation, extending out of the lower back. You're grabbing a hold of the bottom of the foot or the big toe, really using the hands and the grip of the hands, the squeezing of the elbows towards the midline of the leg to extend out of the lower back. On the exhalation, coming all the way up, walking the hands back up the leg, and stabilizing to the center, drawing the right leg in and over the top of the left thigh, squaring off both of the hips here. We'll get into a gentle twist. So lifting the left hand up into the air, hooking the left elbow on the outside of the right knee, and then looking, creating a twist from the lower belly, mid belly, eventually looking over, if it's in your wheelhouse, beginning to look over the right shoulder, the eyes, then initiating the twist first, and then moving deep into from the middle, bottom, middle, and then top of the spine. And then lastly, the cervical spine or the upper neck begins to move to look behind you. Inhaling in here, and the exhale, releasing back to center. Undoing the legs, drawing the right leg in towards the center of the left thigh, opening up the left leg into a forward fold on the left side, hinging at the hips, walking the arms forward, grabbing a hold of the bottom of the foot if that's available, squeezing the elbows into the calf, extending out of the lower belly on the inhalation, and on the exhale, really extending, exhaling, the belly button moves back towards the spine, elbows press into the floor, or side of the knee, side of the calf. Inhaling deep and full. Exhale. Perhaps out of the mouth, releasing. As you grab a hold of the bottom of the foot, make sure that that left foot is even pressing into an imaginary wall, active through the left foot. Breathing deep, full into the belly. Exhale, releasing, and then walking the hands back up the left leg. On your next inhalation, crisscrossing the right foot over the left thigh. Square off the hips so both hips are touching, hip bones are touching onto the ground. Inhale the right arm up into the air, hooking the right elbow over the left thigh. Exhale, looking over the left shoulder, but beginning to initiate the twist from the belly, center of the spine, shoulders, and then lastly the eyes, or firstly really the eyes are looking over the shoulder. And why I'm saying to initiate from really the gaze first and from the bottom of the spine first is so that you're just not, if you have any stiffness or text neck, or if it's been sitting too much during the day, sometimes moving too quickly into the upper neck cervical spine can be a little much. So making sure that you start with that stretch from initiating the twist from the bottom of the spine. And lastly, looking the eyes over the left shoulder, seeing how far can you see behind you, really pressing in that right elbow into the left thigh. And on the exhale, releasing and letting that go. Beautiful. Drawing the legs out in front of you, knees up into the sky, back flat on the ground, drawing the knees in towards the chest. You'll roll back and forth from the right hip to the left hip. And on the exhale, crisscrossing the right knee over the left, opening the arms out to a T position and getting a nice lying twist here, both the knees coming over towards the left side of the body. Really try to elongate that right hip down low. Feels great as the left foot rests on the ground. With every breath, opening up that lower part of the spine, that lower lumbar spine. On the inhale, drawing both knees back up towards the chest, crisscrossing the left leg over the right. So both knees are bent. The left knee moves down towards the right side. Both knees move towards the right side. You could even place a right hand on the outside of the left hip. And open up both arms towards the sky if you like. Or gently encouraging that twist of the right hand to the left thigh. Beautiful. Deep belly breath. Breathe into any part of the body that you might feel needs a little extra love. Focusing the attention, oxygenating the body, sending some healing blood flow there. And then on the inhalation, drawing both knees up, back towards the chest. Exhale the legs forward, out to the side. One hand onto the heart, one hand onto the belly. Giving thanks for this practice as you ground into the ground, into the floor. Both heels released out towards the side. Connecting in with the beating of your heart. Releasing the eyes, the neck, the jaw. Release the shoulders, any gripping in the hands, throat. Allowing the belly to come back to its natural breath. Noticing the gentle rise and fall of the breath. Throughout the torso, breathe into the hips, relaxing the thighs, knees. Feeling fully relaxed, complete and flowing in the body. Thank you for joining for this practice. Namaste and Ashe.